Okay, so we've got one from People's Dispatch here. An update. It says Panamanian trade unions and movements protest the visit of U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Oh wow, I didn't realize he was. That's really bad. To Panama. Rubio's visit comes after repeated threats by U.S. President Donald Trump to seize the canal by force. The people of Panama demand respect for their country's sovereignty and have demanded that President Jose Raul Mulino not cede to U.S. threats. Hell yeah. Jewish anti-Zionist network commented, Abajo con Trump, al carajo también, arriba Panama. Love to see it. Okay, so really quick, I'm just going to say follow, stop the MUSD layoffs on Instagram. Montebello Unified School District is planning drastic layoffs. Sign the petition and yeah, follow and amplify, please. Also, follow IRC Workers Unite. So that's International Rescue. Let's see. I'm sorry. International Rescue Committee, organizing with OPEIU to build an IRC that works for all of us and our clients. I know they're dealing with layoffs, with poverty wages, and they need our solidarity. On that note, also follow Friends of Trevor. Because those folks have been organizing, Friends of Trevor United have been organizing for a while, and I think we have a statement from a worker that I can read here real quick. It just emphasizes the need for staff, like union staff unions and nonprofit unions, even though, a lot of times you'd think that those folks are well taken care of. There's always the, what I've heard called the pleasure tax, weaponized at schools and religious institutions and whatnot, and nonprofits where, basically leadership or management or whatever acts like you should be grateful and you don't need to eat or keep a roof over your head. So fuck that. Yeah, so we have somebody here by the name of Lindsay. They said LGBTQ plus youth are facing more crises and attacks on their rights than ever, relying on the Trevor Project for support, safety, and hope. Ongoing layoffs create uncertainty, adding unnecessary stress and anxiety for staff, especially our counselors and supervisors on the front lines. A fair contract would provide the stability and protections needed to keep doing this critical life-saving work. When we support our workers, we strengthen our mission. Amen. That was beautiful. So, sign the petition now to stand with Trevor's essential workers. I'll link that. Probably in the link tree and Discord, but yeah. Okay, so UFCW 324 wants Stater Brothers members to know that they have sent out a survey, but don't be misled. It's not a genuine effort to hear your concerns. It's a union-busting tactic. You can read about the full update in the Discord. I'll link it there. And they filed for an unfair labor practice charge against Stater Brothers for that. So hell yeah. Follow UFCW 324. Follow Grocery Workers Rising. Solidarity with those folks. Workers at Kroger-owned grocery chain King Soopers start 2-week strike. So this was February 6th, and my homie Chris McFarland was there first day, brought coffee and donuts to folks in so-called Denver, so shout out to him. Anyway, a 2-week strike at the 77 King Soopers grocery stores in Colorado kicked off on February 6th, with the union representing 10,000 workers claiming that their members were illegally interrogated about their ongoing collective bargaining negotiations. According to a release from United Food and Commercial Workers, UFCW, Local 7, the strike will include stores in the Kroger-owned grocery chain in 6 counties. Negotiations on a new collective bargaining deal date back to October 2024, with the union's previous deal having expired in January 2025. UFCW alleges that since those talks started, their employers have failed to respond to requests for data on pricing and staffing, and that workers were disciplined for wearing union clothing and buttons on the job. Fuck that. The union also accused King Soopers of attempting to drain $8 million in retirement health benefit funds to pay for wage increases. They have and continue to break the law and are trying to force us to accept a new contract that takes us backward, said King Soopers worker Connor Hall. Meanwhile, we have real problems with low staffing and low wages that make the job so bad that many of us can't even afford to shop where we work. In a statement to The Guardian, King Soopers President Joe Kelly called on the union to reconsider their approach. It is time to put aside their unreasonable demands false rhetoric and headline-seeking tactics and work towards a fair and timely resolution that increases associates' pay while keeping groceries affordable, Kelly said. Bam. All right, so yeah, that was with Supply Chain Brain, written by, it doesn't have an author, but yeah. Okay, so the working class history update. On this day, February 11th, 1916, Lithuanian-born Jewish anarchist Emma Goldman was arrested in New York City for distributing information on birth control. She was technically charged with breaching the Comstock Act, which banned obscene material from the mail or from being transported across state lines. Goldman's arrest came as she was due to deliver a public lecture on family planning, which was a key concern for working class people. Radicals argued that family planning was essential for working class people to be able to have an acceptable standard of living, and believed that authorities opposed birth control so that there would be an oversupply of labor to keep down wages and fill the army. See the interview that Muskrat's mom did, where she just literally said that, where, you know, she wants more people to be in debt basically and struggling so that they can serve as labor for her son in Mars or whatever. Emma Goldman decided to defend herself in court and use the trial to generate large amounts of publicity for her message. She was eventually convicted, and rather than pay a $100 fine, she chose to serve 15 days in prison. And there's a collection of Goldman's writings on sex and gender available at workingclasshistory.com, as well as reproductions of her mugshot. Okay, so we also have a mutual aid chat. I will pull something from there and then to share, and every week we'll do that as well, or every day, and then it's not gonna be every day, and then we are gonna have local and like global actions that y'all can get involved in again the spirit of It's Going Down podcast, which, yeah, it's a big shame to lose, but we will try to carry the torch for in our own way. All right, so love and solidarity, y'all.